my lovely MS Warriors. How are you today? This is not the typical Monday that I do the show on. It was supposed to be last Monday, but had some stuff I had to take care of because um something special happened last Friday. So I was getting ready for last Friday. And I'll elaborate on it for you guys that do not know. Um, Let me see if I can show what happened. Hmm. Ooh, I can do it like this. All right. I'm not gonna show all of it. Just a little something, something. Let's see. Oh no, I can't do it that way, can I? I think I can. Let me find it. Hold on. Hmm. I could have sworn I downloaded it. Did I not? Yeah, I did. Huh. I don't know what I did with it though. Huh. Let's see. Uh yeah. Oh no 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 no. I know what I did with it. Okay. So um hey Mr. Net, how you doing? So yeah, just to show you guys what I had to do this Friday, which I thought was the coolest thing. It kind of goes and it coincides with what I'm talking about today. Um and let's see if I can I don't know where I put all this stuff at. All right. So I'm gonna fast forward this. And I'm just gonna show I'm not gonna play it. But yeah, so I got married Friday. And let me tell you, like I stated, this episode has something to do with our mindset. And my mindset was outside of my wife saying yes to me. My mindset is one of the main reasons why and how I got married. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Realizing your mindset. And this is something I'm probably barking on and kicking and speaking out loud about constantly, regardless of what the title of the show is. But I really want to home in on the fact that your mindset is very important when it comes down to any form of illness. Definitely with this particular illness in itself, because it's invisible, meaning that people speculate what's wrong with you, you know? And no, it is not fair to us. And okay, Miss Nell, I'm sorry that you're not good. Now, guys, I did place in the comments a link. If you have an iPhone, you would need to use Siri if you would like to be a guest. Which that's something I'm gonna start doing on every show. At the beginning of the show, I'm going to post a link if you're wanting to come on to be a guest. That's the way that you would click on that link to be a guest, but you would copy that link if you have an iPhone, iPad, or MacBook, anything like that. You would put that in Safari. But if you have just a regular Android phone, you put that, you click on that link, it's going to open up in the browser of your choice. But and I do appreciate the congratulations, Mr. Net. It was a long time coming. And so, and I say that due to my mindset was like awful. Seriously. Give me 1 second, guys. I didn't get a chance to share this. Let's see. See if I can share this right quick to a couple of, can't do but 3 people. So that's my sharing for today. But yeah, mindset. So I've been married before, and um it was, I knew it was not what it was supposed to be. But you know how you hope for something and you feel as though that if I change, I can make everything better. And that wasn't the issue. It was just the whole thing. The whole situation was just messed up. And I thought if I changed myself, the situation would change. And that was the wrong form of mindset change. My mindset was this was not right. This is not the right marriage. Why are you still here? Type thing. And I just stayed. You're on an Android. Okay. But definitely, Miss Annette, if you would like to be a guest to come on, the door is always open for any MS warrior to come up to tell a little bit about themselves. Or if the title that we're talking about resonates with you, by all means, definitely, guys, you can come on at any time. I will see you in the background and I can pull you up so that you can be a guest on the show. But so you can't hear? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello? You still can't hear me? You guys let me know if you can hear. Because my lights are going green on my my box here. Let me know if you can hear better. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay. So, you hear well? Okay, awesome. And it might just be certain groups that I've have it in that's having malfunction, which I do apologize. But just to share again. Okay, cool, awesome. So if you go up to the very top of the list, guys, if you're on Androids, you can be a guest on the show. Just copying or clicking on that link, and it'll bring you up to your browser, which will pull you up in the this back of the studio, and I can bring you up. If you're wanting to be on, or if what's going on that the title that I'm talking about resonates with you, you can. But if you're on anything dealing with Apple, you would have to copy that link and pull it up in Safari in order to come up. So, yeah, my mindset was telling me that I need to just leave. But I just felt like, this is my first marriage. This marriage don't supposed to be to the point where I could fix it. I'm a fixer. That's who I am. And so I can fix this. I can fix this. But what I failed to realize was, not saying that I didn't need fixing, because after the marriage, there were some things that I had come across that made me understand something about myself and what was broken. I was too busy trying to fix everybody else that I didn't know I was as broken as I was. So I can say that my previous marriage, exiting out of it, allowed me to understand that my mindset was way off. And I had a consciousness of knowing what needed to be did, but I didn't like no. I didn't like saying no. I didn't like giving up. But I had to understand that it wasn't that I was giving up, because if it's not meant for me to have, because I can't control the other person. And if the other person doesn't see the value in something that you see value in, you can't be mad. You can't say that, oh, dang, I'm giving up and I'm letting go. I need to be angry at myself. No, because definitely when you're in a relationship, it takes two. Um, Not just one person. And I know people don't want to think that relationships is like going to work or job. You should look at it as such, but it should be a job that you love going to. Um, and that finding a job that you love going to is like one of the best things in the world. And that's what I did with my marriage that I have now. I found a job that I love going to, love getting up every morning and clocking in. Hate to clock out at night to go to sleep because I'm like, oh man, this job is like wonderful, man. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really think hard. A lot of us are in the down, in the dump, in the hole, in the darkness due to we've given up. Now, I know some can sit up here and say, well, LaRon, you're better off than I am. That may be so, but you still don't know what I go through on a daily basis, let alone do I know what you go through. But I can say this. I come from, we're getting ready to go on our honeymoon this week, right? I haven't been to the beach or yeah, I haven't been, no, ain't no or. I haven't been to a beach since I was probably a teenager. Not even a teenager, young. I want to say probably young teen. That might be, yeah, young teen. In water, pool wise, this relationship, I first time being in the pool since I almost drowned. Um, that I was a teenager. Um, I tell my wife every day, and when we talk to people, and she wants to do these particular things that I've said, nope, that's something I just don't like. I don't like doing. I'm not going to do it. That's not what I want to do. But I realize that more likely I am going to do more or some of the things that I've told her that I would never do. And not saying that I'm not going to be scared of doing it. I've done one already, which I was terrified getting on a roller coaster. But my mindset has changed. I'm starting to realize that I only have one life to live. I know a lot of people believe in reincarnation. I don't want to be reincarnated. I want to get this go round right. And this is just my opinion, but in order for me to get this go round right, and when I pass away, I just get to wherever I'm at. That's if I'm conscious enough to just remember what I've gone through. I just want this one life. Because where I'm at with the wife that I have now, the person that's beside me right now, not literally beside me, but person that I married, um, I don't want to have memories with anyone else. And so again, like I say, this is just my opinion. I feel life, you end up doing cycles. Even when you're alive, you're constantly just going in circles when you don't learn what you need to learn about a situation that you're going through, possibly putting yourself through. I talked to my mom the other day, and I was like, Mom, I really feel like I was the one that manifested MS on me. And she was like, why would you say that? And it was like one day I saw you. My mom is disabled. She has a lot of stuff going on. And I saw that she had stopped working. And after talking to her, she was telling me she was getting on Social Security and whatnot. And I just said, hey, it was just a random thought. Man, I don't know. I just don't, because back then, people in my family felt as though that working at a brick and mortar was the thing to do. Being on the assembly line at some high wage job um, was living the life, but I didn't see that as living the life. I wanted something more. And my thing was, I was like, dang, what if I, well, what if I can get Social Security like my mom? Like, again, it was just a thought. It was just a thought. I didn't pray for anything. I didn't write nothing down. I didn't put it in a journal. It was just a thought. And it's funny now because I go back to that day and I look at myself. I was like, dang, I'm a true believer of manifesting stuff, speaking stuff into existence, especially if you have good intent in it. If there's no good intent in it, speaking it in this to existence, it's not gonna go well. Uh, oh, I don't froze. Sorry, guys, I had froze though. Miss Annette said, yes, I was told we even sleep, what, 20 something years of our lives. So let's kick it and make it what we can. And that's exactly, Miss Annette, is my point of this whole live. At the end of it all, like when I'm gone, I don't want to come back here. So this marriage, these past few years of my life, because I personally feel that I've awakened a deep part of myself to understand life in this most abundancy, to where um things have just fallen into place. But and I say that because that's the only way that I can explain it. But then I go back and I can look at it even deeper and see it as it was already there. I just had to open my eyes and see it. Um, I'm down to one medication. I'm down to Blackafin. I've been off my lyrical, which I hadn't sat up here and told myself, oh, I gotta have it. Or if I start itching, I pop the pill. Now, this is me. I'm not telling anybody to go through it. This is an experiment that I've been doing. I've been trying to get off my medication. Now, getting off this Blackafin is probably going to be the hardest thing that I am going to venture into due to my body spasms. I have spasticity on a daily basis. And so automatically my mindset is what's stopping me from spasming even worse is I'm taking this Blackafin, which I'm supposed to be taking 5 pills a day. I'm only taking 1 at night. So I can easily sit up here and say the reason why I'm having these spontaneous jumps in my muscles is I'm not taking my 5 pills. But I don't want to take those 5 pills due to I don't want to be stuck on this. I'm taking my Ocrevus this year, my last for this year, and I'm taking a year off. I go in June to I'm not sure what's going on with my internet service here. The internet service just sucks. Ugh. Might have to call it quits a little bit after this, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and push it through though. And it may be because I'm doing so many of these darn things. Let's see. Maybe if I cut this off, let's see, you're live. Go ahead and remove that. A post was created. Delete from Facebook. No. All right, save changes. Miss Annette, if I kicked you off, I do apologize. I'm hoping you're watching me on one of the other platforms. I mean, other pages. Miss Annette says, I just got put on Lyrica and taken off of gabapentin and I'm hurting. I could not do gabapentin. I was allergic. I am allergic to gabapentin, which that's the reason why they put me on Lyrica. I'm going to be honest with you. The hardest thing that I had to do Again, your mindset is a viral thing when it comes to multiple sclerosis. How you think, how you see, and how you adjust, and how you respond to things. MS sits back in the cut and it waits for you to do either of those things in the wrongest way when it comes to your body. Like, are you going to get angry about something that you can't control, or are you going to respond harshly to something that you can easily walk away from? And it's hard. I'm like getting my internet. It just sucks. It is hard though, because people just picking at you on a constantly basis, and it's crazy. But I'm kind of round this up a little bit because it's kind of like it's freezing. But I'm gonna get to my point. Having that mindset to understand you're more powerful than you think. And a lot of us are not accepting the fact that we've been diagnosed being diagnosed with some form of disease that's attacking our system. If you believe in God, I know a lot of you do, how else is God going to cure you if that's what you believe in, if you don't sit and you give it to God to take care of? You dismissing it and thinking in your head, if I don't claim it, then it's not there. How can you say a prayer for something that is not there? Acknowledging I had a friend just post on Facebook, acknowledging something is wrong makes a difference. Don't quote me on those words because they didn't say it like that. That's how I'm speaking it, but something similar to that. But if you don't acknowledge that something is wrong, how can it get fixed? How can it be healed? You expressing that you've been diagnosed does not mean that you're holding on to the fact that you got this disease and there's nothing else that you can do for yourself. No. That is not the case. Acknowledging that you have this diagnosis and spreading the awareness and advocating for yourself, if not other MS warriors, is giving more opportunities to people to figure out, hey, this is something that maybe there is something that we can do, either holistically or just medically. But it just goes back to the mindset. Where is your mindset? Because your mindset is that I can't do nothing for myself. Is that the only thing that you're thinking about? I can't do nothing for myself because I'm not myself anymore. And that is far from true. You are the same person. Now, I'm even go as far as to say that, some of us were kind of mean. And I know a lot of people that were kind of mean, and then they got diagnosed with MS and everything changed for them. But that's neither here or there. You seriously have to understand that just because you can't walk, that makes you a bad person, that makes you less of a person. No, that it is not. I've seen so many people that didn't have arms, didn't have hands, and they typed, or their job is typing, and they're using their feet, their toes. So it's like we make excuses for ourselves because we look at society and look at what society tells us what's normal. There's no such thing as normal. Normal is what you are. My normal is not your normal. Your normal is not the next person normal. This is normal for me. How I go about my day, about how I go about my day is my normal, not your normal. I can sit up here and say, hey, this is what I do on a daily basis, and you can try it and see if you like it. And if it works for you, then that becomes your normal. But it becomes your normal. You can't sit up here and say, oh man, I tried what you did later and it didn't work for me. That's it. It just didn't work. but you took it upon yourself to try it. Anything that I say up here, I'm not forcing anybody to say, hey, this is the cure, this is the right thing to do, because it just may not work for you. I am not a doctor, I'm not a specialist. What I am, though, I am experienced, just like a lot of you all are, experienced with multiple sclerosis. And some of us are similar in so many ways, and some of us are not. So some of the things that I may say, hey, you might want to try this. Keyword, try. I would never sit up here and say, you know what, man, I went and jumped in the river, went 5 feet deep, swallowed some water, almost drowned, came back up, and I was cured. So you need to go do this. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm always going to say, you might want to try doing this. And when I say try, you're going to take it upon yourself to try. So if it doesn't work for you, it's not on me. I'm just giving you options. And this is not me saying, oh, I'm not taking responsibility, because again, if it works for me, it may not work for you because we're totally different people. But I'm just giving you my experience of what I've gone through. My mindset was basically is that I stayed in a marriage because I thought I needed to stay in it, and it was hell for me. And it wasn't until I understood that I can say no to someone and be okay about it. When my mindset switched and said, dude, you have to start telling people no. And when I start doing that, it opened up doors for me to live my life the way that I needed to live my life for myself. No, I'm not finna sit up here and worry about if you're not going to be my friend because I got multiple sclerosis. No, I'm not going to sit up here and cry anymore if you don't love me because of whatever reason. No, if you don't want to be my actual family member because I can't do XYZ anymore because of my illness, then okay, have it your way. Because guess what? I'm good. Because there's a whole bunch of other people out there. We get so caught up on familiarity. It's familiar to me though. Oh, I can't, but I don't want to try anything different. Change. I don't want to do change. For a lot of us, and I'm going to end it with this. Your mindset has been putting you in a position for change, and you refuse to jump, you refuse to go, you refuse to let it in, and you're wondering why stuff is just not working for you. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do about people standing in front of you and stopping you from being great. You want to know who's stopping you from being great? You want to know who's stopping you from living? It's not MS. It's not people that's leaving you. It's not the people that are being mean to you. It's not the people that sit up here. If you were to tell that you have multiple sclerosis, is going to look at you sideways. It's you. Because why are you worried about it? Do you really seriously need these people? Because think about it. If I can't tell you I have multiple sclerosis and you respect me in that sense, why are you here? Because that means that I can't tell you that I have cancer. That means that I can't tell you that I have a common cold. That means that I can't tell you no for something because you're going to get an attitude. You're not going to like me anymore. So why am I holding on to you? If I'm sitting in a position of where I can't tell my family, my friends, my associates, my job, or whatever, that something's going on with me pertaining to like an illness like multiple sclerosis, because I think somebody's gonna look at me sideways. I don't want these little eyes looking at me and looking down at me. Guess what? I don't need to be there. And I'm saying me because I finally understand this. You might need it. And I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying you'll get tired at some point. You know, some of us don't. We die out. I was tired. I was tired of being the reason why I hurt. So I ask you to ask yourself a question. Go to the mirror. What's your mindset? Look at yourself. Look at yourself dead in the eye. What's your mindset? Why are you holding yourself back? It has nothing to do about the fact that you have MS, the fact that you can't walk. It's not it. The fact that you ain't got friends, the fact that you just got divorced. That's not it. The fact that, oh, ain't nobody gonna love me. That's not it. I felt the same way for 4 years straight before I got in a relationship that I was in. That was my excuse for being in a marriage that I just didn't need to be in. No one is going to love me. I'm a man that doesn't get much on Social Security. What woman is going to want to take care of a man? Because society says if a man can somewhat walk, he needs to be doing some work. He needs to be taking care of his family. I can't take care of my family like this. You know how many men that's been diagnosed with slobbering and stuff, multiple sclerosis, and is like their mindset is, dang, life is over for me. Ain't nobody gonna love me. I was that man. I was one of them. And it wasn't until I said, no, I'm not gonna think like this anymore. I have to change my mindset. No one is not going to want me if I'm constantly thinking about this. And it wasn't until that point that I understood it's deep in here. It ain't got nothing to do about the medication that we're taking. Because, and I've said this before, what happens if you get cured? What happened if you get cured and you still can't walk and you're still in the same position? You had all these years to try and figure out how to live with the position that you're in, getting you ready for what? A possible miracle that can help you start by walking or get you to some form of what you consider normalcy, or just cure you, period, so you won't get worse, but you're still in the same predicament. There's no one talking about this. There's no one talking about changing your mindset. Everybody's looking for that cure, like it's just going to change everything. I am a true believer of a miracle. And a miracle for me was understanding that my mindset is way more important than anything, because I have to understand the form of medication that I am taking. Because if you look deeply, and I promise this is it, if you look deeply, when you look at cures, look at all these cancer cures, all these chemos and whatnot. At the end of the day, they're canceling out cancer, but they're also killing other body parts on you, organs, changing your life around, that you're constantly on medication. So I need us to like really seriously dig deep and understand you're not dead yet. Then live. Make life something outside of harboring anger by the fact that you have this disease where half of us, if not a high percentage of us, don't understand where the heck it came from. So you're going to waste your life on trying to figure out where the heck I got this from. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, because sometimes, like myself, I feel like I've gone back further enough and I've dissected my life and understood where my MS came from. And that's again how my mindset changed. I did this to myself. Now, a lot of warriors just freakishly things happen to them. So I get it. But in my story, I brought this on myself. I caused all of this. And you'll be very surprised how many of you guys, if you really sit down and look at all the stuff that you put yourself through, all the relationships you put yourself through, all the heartache and pain that you put yourself through that you didn't have to go through, the environmental situation that you put yourself through. And I'm not considering things that your parents may have done to you, but once you became an adult and you understood, I don't have to take this anymore. I don't have to put myself through this anymore. I don't have to wait on this person anymore. I don't have to subject myself to this anymore. Then it's your your responsibility. You can't sit and say, well, my parents didn't, which something that we do. My parents didn't do this. My husband didn't do this. My wife didn't do this. My kids left me. This person left me. Hey, give it to you raw. It's nothing that we can do, unfortunately, about someone leaving us that doesn't understand the magnitude of what support means in the situation that we're in. And sometimes it's better to let a person like that go. Heck, they may just come back around, you know, because something happened to them and they understand, oh crap, so this is what this person was going through. I owe them an apology, or you may never see that person again. But think about it. Is it best to go ahead and let that person or that thing go than to sit up here and be stuck and miserable for the rest of your life while you're dealing with this MS? That's the homework that I want you to do. That's what I want you to think about. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, guys, because my internet is just sucking. Pay $100 for this crap. The company sucks, but we're in an apartment complex and they don't want to redo their wires. So we're having real bad issues about all this stuff. But not going to be here next Monday. Again, you guys know I do Monday every other Monday. So the lineup has kind of changed a little bit because I was getting ready to get married last week. So it's changing. And so it's not going to be next Monday. It's going to be Monday after next. But with that being said, guys, I totally appreciate you watching. For those that are watching a little bit later, a recorded piece of this, by all means, comment. If you see or hear or want me to talk about anything, please also comment that in the put that in the comments, or you can DM us. And if you want to be a guest on the show, you can also DM us. And before we come on, I can send a link out to you, have you already in the studio waiting and whatnot. But if you're watching on YouTube, definitely give us a like and hit that subscription button, because it helps us to be passed around in this lovely YouTube algorithm. And with that, I say Jadim. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I love you, and you guys have a great day.